At every stage of your career, there's a case to be made that you need to market yourself and that you need to pay attention to traditional and social networking, and that it's never too early and it's never too late. Well, let's discuss. Well, welcome to Legal Marketing Minutes, where I share short bursts of current marketing news and advice. I'm your host, Nancy Myrland. If we haven't met, I'm a marketing and business development advisor specializing in content, social, and digital media marketing for lawyers and their legal marketers. Your time is valuable, so let's get started, okay? Well, it's true that it's really never too early and it's never too late. Many times I'm called in to do LinkedIn training for partners, and the thought process there, and I get it, is that partners are the rainmakers in the firm, so they're the ones responsible for bringing in new business. And what's important to remember is that associates should always be in a learning mode as well. Yes, they are the ones helping to do the work, and they're extremely busy. They're doing the research. They're helping partners produce the work product that goes to your clients. And this can mean that associates in firms are not always invested in as much as partners when it comes to things like networking and social media and business development and other training topics. And there are a lot of firms that are investing in associates, so please don't take this as a blanket statement. In fact, there are so many shining examples of firms that are paying attention to lawyers and investing in them at every stage. You know who you are if you're listening, and I thank you for our work together. You mean a lot to me. But for those people who are not yet investing in associate training and development, what I'd like you to remember is that these people are your future. And associates, if you're thinking, well, but my firm's not going to invest in me, so what am I supposed to do? And my message to you is that you need to go ahead and invest in yourself, because you are a future owner of your firm. You're a future rainmaker, if not a current rainmaker, because you do, and you know this, you have the ability to bring in business to your firm because you have relationships. You have the ability to make a difference and make an impact on the bottom line. And what that means is that you need to take the bull by the horns and decide that you're going to put yourself out there. So firms, yes, do invest in your associates if you're not already. And if you are, congratulations. But associates also take the bull by the horns and realize that these are skills that you need to work on now while it's a lot easier to learn them. And what we're really talking about as the majority of your investment is your time. When networking and putting yourself out to the world, or at least to your target audience or audiences, time is your biggest investment, and it is definitely worth something. After all, you're billing X number of dollars per hour, so your time is definitely worth quite a bit. So yes, you are making an investment of your time, and that is the firm's investment as well. But it's important to remember that it will pay off because you're building your reputation for the future, and you're sharing your knowledge and building your reputation so that other people understand what you do, and that definitely has positive impact on your career now and in the future, as well as it's good for the firm. Well, let's talk about partners. What about partners? Well, I would say to partners, if you haven't spent time learning these tools, these networking tools, and whether that's traditional ones or new tools, and putting yourself out there using all of these tools, then I suggest that now is a really good time to start. I understand there might be a fear of failure or a fear of new technology, and that's very natural. I do understand that. I get that. But I also understand that those hurdles can be jumped over. And I suggest that you go ahead and jump over those, because you are definitely the current owners of your firms, and you're responsible for helping the firm get the word out about what the firm does, as well as what you do. You're also responsible to cross-sell and to help your clients and your potential clients understand the depth and the breadth of the work that your colleagues do at your firm, even if it's not something you do yourself. I mean, if you meet somebody and you don't let them know that someone in your firm can help them, and they end up working with another firm, you may never get that chance. You may never get that person as a client in the future. However, if you do them the favor of helping them find someone skilled, qualified, and knowledgeable within your firm, you increase the chances of earning their business down the road. And some tell me they don't know enough about what others in the firm and in other practices do, and when they're being honest with me. And if that's the case, I suggest you spend some time getting to know other professionals, teams, and groups in your firm to better understand what they do. As awkward as that might sound and feel, don't ever be afraid to ask. People love to talk about what they do, and most will be honored that you want to take the time to learn about their practice. So I encourage you, partners, to take the time to figure out ways to talk about what you do and to figure out ways to share your knowledge, and then figure out how best to communicate and network with people. And now let's talk about senior partners. You might be thinking, you know what? I've been around a long time and I don't need to do any of this. And that's fine. I encourage you to remember how your business became so healthy. You did great work, yes, but you also built your reputation and your relationships via networking and visibility. And by letting people know what you do for a living, you put yourself out there. You shared your knowledge with other people. All of that and so much more caused your clients to come into the firm. So if you're in this category and your practice is healthy, please don't give up on communicating with people just yet, because look what it did for you. Although it was in a much more traditional form, don't ever forget that this marketing and communication and networking was what caused your practice, your business to become so healthy. So I'd say continue networking with people the way you always have, but be open to networking with them and with others deep in their organization by using a few of these new tools that will help accelerate these relationships. Many of you are already comfortable with them, which is great. Remember that not all clients stay in the same position or in the same company forever. And if they move on, I want to see your reputation embedded so deeply in that company that those who move into positions of power in that company cannot imagine doing business with anyone else but you. So it's important to remember that people of every age are going to Google to check you out. It is not just a young person's practice. People at every age are going to Google as a search engine to check people out before they ever talk to them, or to look for solutions for all sorts of things that they need solutions for in their lives. And if you don't have any presence or a sparse one, it's going to be obvious to them. And keep in mind that there are always others who are trying to steal your business by forming relationships with your loyal clients. So by staying close to your clients via online and offline networking, you can help nurture and solidify those loyal friendships that you've enjoyed for so long. I will never encourage you to give up traditional networking and to move to online networking alone, unless you're unable to for whatever reason, or you're somehow forbidden to see others in person, which we're kind of going through right now in different phases with the pandemic, but that shouldn't last forever. But these two types of networking, traditional and online networking, work so nicely together. They are a complement to one another. Social and digital networking complement in-person networking, and in-person networking complements social and digital networking. So my message for lawyers at every stage is that no matter what level you're in your career, I encourage you to pay attention to and to become familiar and comfortable with putting yourself out there, sharing your knowledge, and not being afraid to do so, or not being of a certain mindset that you are beyond that and you shouldn't have to do that anymore. And don't let the assumption that this is the wrong time in your career hold you back. And connecting with other human beings who are important to you and to the strength of the firm and your practice is too important. It is no longer a luxury, but really a necessity and a responsibility to communicate with others important to the health of your practice and the health of the firm, meeting them wherever they are and wherever they're spending time, because again, the health of the firm and the health of your practice depend on you. Well, that's it for today's Legal Marketing Minutes. Please do me a favor and let me know your thoughts about this topic. If you're in a place where you can leave a comment, please do so, as I'd love to hear from you. If not, you can always find me on my blog at myrlandmarketing.com, which is MYRLAND marketing.com. Also, I just wanted to make you aware that I have this podcast, which is Legal Marketing Minutes. It's usually 10 minutes or under, but I have a brand new one that now has 12 episodes as of today, and it's called Legal Marketing Moments. Very fast, very quick, and it's meant to be in between these longer, under 10 minutes is not that long, episodes. And you can just find that by going to legalmarketingmoments.com. All right, until next time, I'm Nancy Myrland. Take care.